Kestrels, Louis Kirkman, Elliot Dadds, Herm Senior, Teo Olifuzi and Travis Charles. Of course, the two teams have played once this season already. The Solent Kestrels beating Loughborough 84-71 at the Loughborough University campus. That was in the middle of the Solent's 10-game winning streak that has led them to top the NBL Division 1 table. Of course, Loughborough last season's league champions. And here we go in Essex. It straight away goes out of bounds. And it will be a Solent possession. Senior with the first play. Here is Kirkman. Dadds to Olifuzi. Looks inside. Here is Charles. Ketenge on him. Charles kicks it out. Olifuzi for a long two. Short. Rebound. Christophis. Christophis just about finds Ketenge over the timeline. Niall Harris drives inside. Nothing doing. Ketenge with the easy putback. And there's the first points on the board. Senior. Back to Charles. Dadds thought about the three. Instead goes inside. Inside is Kirkman. Good defense from the Riders. Senior. Looks for room. Blocked by Alex Roberts. And here comes the Riders. Dykerick, no good. Still gets it. Ketenge again off the glass is good. That's 4 quick points for Hosanna Ketenge. Senior. And a steal from Dykerick. And he'll go all the way and put it in for 2. I'm sorry, it's Niall Harris with the 2 there. Great start, though, from the Riders. Here is Dadds. Solent still yet to get off the mark. Louis Kirkman with Harris on him. Putting the moves on Harris. Goes inside, runs out of room, goes off the glass. Nothing doing. Harris with the rebound. And Senior just about tips it away from Alex Roberts. Of course, the two teams' road to this final has been very tricky for both of them. Riders narrowly beating the Hemel Storm, last season's National Cup winners, 90-89 in the semi-final. Solent beating the Essex Leopards 81-70 in their semi-final. Here's Ketenge on 4 points already. He's double teamed. Turnaround jumper is short. Rebound Charles. Senior putting the skates on. Runs into a wall of Loughborough players. Slips over but keeps possession alive. It's an end-line ball to the Solent Kestrels. Currently top of the NBL Division 1 table. Charles, who had 25 points in that semi-final victory over the Leopards, has it again. Puts up a 2 is good for Travis Charles. And Solent get off the board. It's 6-2 early doors in this National Cup final. Nice move from Alex Roberts. Finds daylight and scores. And Loughborough playing a little bit of a press here. So easily break it. Here is Dadds. Elliot Dadds drives strong to the hoop, finds some opening and scores. And Solent within 2. Christophis. And there's Niall Harris for 3. Is long. Rebound comes up Senior. And he's got numbers here. Nice pass to Travis Charles, whose hook is good, and the game is tied at 6. 2 quick 6-0 runs from both teams in the early going. Alex Roberts, looking for options, goes himself, and his floater is good. And it's 8-6 in favour of the Riders. Of course, the women's team won their Women's Cup semi-final, earlier today against the Reading Rockets. Can the Loughborough Riders men do it today? Herm Senya bumps into Roberts and is good, or bumps into Niall Harris and lays it in for two. Kitenge battling against Travis Charles, kicks it out. Christophis, long twos, long. And Elliot Dadds comes up with it. It's 2-on-2 here. Dadds goes all the way but finds nothing but Loughborough players. Kitenge with the loose ball. Christophis, pull up three. No good. Rebound, Elliot Dadds. Herm Senya. Senya pulls up a three, is long. Such a quick pace to this game so far. Neither side making it count from downtown, getting the majority of their points inside. Loughborough passing the ball round the perimeter. Kitenge with the screen for Roberts. Roberts looking for an opening, kicks it out. And Niall Harris's three is no good. It's going to be still a Riders' ball. It came off Louis Kirkman last, despite Kirkman's protests. Alex Roberts to bring it in for the Riders. Here's Christophis. Here is Dykerick going strong, and it's going out of bounds. It will be a Solent ball. And into the game for the first time, Nick Lewis, who comes in for Louis Kirkman. Of course, Nick Lewis, formerly with the Worthing Thunder, started this season with them, now with Solent. Here is Senya. Looking for the open man, Lewis, which he finds. Here is Olifusi. Inside to Travis Charles. Off the glass is no good. Good defense from Kitenge. And Christophis comes up with it. Kitenge looking for Alex Roberts. Finds him. Kitenge wide open there, but foul has been called before Roberts could dish it out to him. Here is Alex Roberts. Kitenge wasn't expecting that, but still got it. And the pass finds nothing but Elliot Dadds, who starts the break. And a nice play there, nice recovery from Niall Harris. And here's Christophis going all the way off the glass, is too strong with his layup. Kitenge couldn't get it, still gets it back and puts it in. Wrestled it off Teo Olifusi and put it in off the glass. And the game is tied at 10. Charles with the turnaround, short, rebound, Kitenge. So far, Hosanna Kitenge with 6 points, having a big outcome on this first quarter. He's going to put up a three, is no good. Rebound, Olifusi. And a turnover, Solent really careless in possession at the moment. Alex Roberts goes strong and he's fouled. Look to be on Olifusi, it is. And Alex Roberts will go to the line for two. Of course, last season's league champions, the Loughborough Riders, so far in 5th place in the NBL Division 1 table with an 8-4 record. Of course, Solent leading the way in the NBL so far this season with an 11-2 record. Had that 10-game winning streak to end 2018. That included that 84-71 win against the Riders at the Loughborough University campus. Nick Lewis on the ball. Elliot Dad's driving strong to the hoop. Kicks it out. Lewis for three is long. Long rebound there for Alex Roberts. Roberts. Open three is no good from Panikarakis. And here is Nick Lewis going strong to the hoop. No good. Nick Lewis wanted a foul there, but instead Sam Turner turns and puts it in. And that's Sam Turner's first field goal of the afternoon, and he's matched up with Katenge, who finds that too easy. The hook shot is good for Katenge. What a start he's had. 6 points, or 8 points, sorry, and 7 rebounds. Elliot Dad's replies in kind for Solent. Alex Roberts with a turn, looks for Katenge. A foul has been called. And Hosanna Katenge will take a seat straight away with 8 points and 7 rebounds. Well on his way to a double-double in this first quarter alone. And Carl Jimenez into the game for the first time for the Riders. And he is guarding Nick Lewis, who tries to use his speed and strength and nothing doing with his floater. And Alex Roberts comes up with it. Roberts stops and nearly gets it. Niall Harris gets the offensive rebound. And an open three is no good. Rebound again from the Riders and a tip and dunk from Yanis Panikarakis with the throwdown. Here is Senya looking to respond for Solent. His two is no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a Riders ball. As Lucian Christophis comes back into the game, as does Tom Yorm for the first time today. Here is Yorm for the Riders. 3-point attempt is long from Panikarakis. And here comes Nick Lewis. Stops and pops. Nick Lewis with his first points of the afternoon. Good defense there from Chris Scarlett, but the referee thinks there was too much contact and a foul has been called. Here is a Panikarakis, Danonrum with a step back two, but no good. Whistle on the play. Josh Brown into the game for the first time. He will take the ball inbounds. And here is Dads, who heaves to end the first quarter, is no good. And that brings the first quarter to an end here at the University of Essex Sports Arena. The Loughborough Riders hold a narrow 17-14 lead over the Solent Kestrels. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the University of Essex Sports Arena. It's National Cup Finals Day. If you've just tuned in, welcome. Hosanna Katenge, the high man for Loughborough Riders, with 8 points and 7 rebounds, as he has led his team to a 17-14 lead over the Solent Kestrels. Elliot Dadds and Travis Charles both have 4 points to lead the Kestrels in quite a well-balanced scoring effort from the team in white. Of course, Travis Charles had 25 points in their semi-final, Solent's semi-final win over the Essex Leopards. Here is Tom Yorm bringing it up for the Riders. Carl Jimenez back into the game. And a kick out to Jimenez for 3 is good. Carl Jimenez with his first 3 of the afternoon. Dad's to Charles. Charles muscles his way in. Nothing doing, and there's Nick Lewis on the putback. Yorm, using his quickness, goes in, and nothing doing with Danaram's layup attempt, but Riders come back with it. Here is Yorm, putting the moves on Dadds. Uses his quickness again, but almost ran out of room. Instead puts up a 2, is no good. Big rebound from Panikarakis. And again, Loughborough get another possession. Big 3 is long. And they get it in. No, they don't. Looked like Panikarakis got it in at the 3rd attempt, but it was after the shot clock had expired. And it is Solent possession. Currently trailing 20-16 in the early stages of this second quarter. Here is Lewis for the Kestrels. Inside to Charles. Backing up Katenge. His turnaround jumper off the glass is good. And 1. Travis Charles, originally from Brooklyn, New York, his rookie season here in England. Of course, led the way, as said, with 25 points in that win over the Leopards in the semi-final. Such a strong player inside is Travis Charles. He moves on to 6 points today. Chance to make it 7, which he duly does. Alex Roberts back into the game for the Riders. And he is on the ball now. Katenge at the top of the key. Back to Roberts. Or back to Panikarakis, actually. Here's Christofis. Putting the moves on Dadds. Goes inside off the glass. Is no good. Rebound by Elliot Dadds. Inside to Charles, who gets some room. Blocks by Katenge. Knows a whistle's been called. The foul looks to be on Panikarakis. That's his first foul of the afternoon. Travis Charles back to the line to shoot 2. Of course, Solent currently top of the NBL Division 1 table on an 11-2 record, as Travis Charles makes both of them. Alex Roberts with tough D being played on him by Nick Lewis. Instead finds some room. Turnaround jumper. Rattles out and Olafusi with the rebound. Here is Lewis. Inside to Charles. Gets it. Has a mismatch there. His turnaround is no good. Panikakis comes up with it. Here is Jimenez. Inside and an easy... Oh, it's a missed layup there from Christophes, but a whistle has been blown. And it will go Solent's way. Or will it? No, it won't. It will stay. It will go Solent's way. Not getting too confused, I am. Here is Lewis for the Kestrels. And a bad pass from Nick Lewis. A really bad possession there from the Kestrels. And they gift possession back to the Riders. Alex Roberts looking to make them pay. Looks for help. Finds it in Jimenez. Thought about the pass out. Instead, runs into trouble. Christophes with his layup is no good. Rebound. Charles wrestles his way to get the rebound, and a foul has been called on Christophes for holding. And it will stay a Solent possession. Christophes will sit down. Niall Harris comes back into the game. Elliot Dadds on the ball as the Riders play a little soft press. Elliot Dadds brings it over the timeline. Charles from deep. Olafusi looking for help. Finds it in Senya, and another whistle has been called. Alex Roberts just a bit too eager to get that ball, and Loughborough in the penalty, so Herm Senya will go to the line for two. Herm Senya, probably one of the most skilled guards in NBL Division 1, so lightning quick, and one of those players that can find any tiny hole in the defense and exploit it. He makes his first. However, Senya is struggling so far from the field, just 1 for 5, shooting 20%. Makes both of his free throws. He moves on to 4. Niall Harris finds Kitenge. Harris gets it again. Another whistle has been blown. Solent not yet in the penalty. So Loughborough will bring it in from the side. Alex Roberts kicks it out. Dykrick. And a whistle has been called, an offensive foul. And it will go to the Kestrels. Here is Elliot Dadds. Has 4 points so far. Elliot Dadds driving on Kitenge, kicks it out. Travis Charles from mid-range. His 2 is no good. Rebound Dykrick, or Carl Jimenez, sorry. Here is Alex Roberts. Kitenge was shouting for it, but Travis Charles marked him up good. Kitenge gets the ball now, and a turnover there. Dadds comes up with it. Kicks it out. Senya gets bumped and will go to the line for 2. And a timeout has been called. Niall Harris with the foul. Herm Senya will go to the line after this timeout, and we will be right back. 6:04 left in the second quarter. The Solent Kestrels edging the Loughborough Riders 23-20 in a very scrappy National Cup final. But end-to-end action here at the University of Essex Sports Arena on a day that has already seen the Loughborough Riders women come out victorious in the National Cup Women's Final, beating the Reading Rockets. Can the men copy that feat of the women here in this one? Herm Senya to the line for 2 shots. Senya on 4 points thus far, make that 5. And Senya makes both free throws. He moves on to 6. Alex Roberts on the ball for the Riders, who trail 25-20 here in the National Cup final here in Essex. Niall Harris kicks it out to Roberts, and a foul has been called. Of course, in the league play between these two teams, Alex Roberts and Niall Harris actually each had 13 points to lead the Riders in that defeat on their university campus. Here is Roberts. Roberts sees some daylight and then ran into Louis Kirkman, who tips it out of bounds. It will stay a Riders' possession. And a turnover there. Poor pass from Roberts. Here is Kirkman, who goes for the layup, blocked by Katenge. There's a scrap by the free throw line, and it will stay a Solent possession. Huge block from Hosanna Katenge as Louis Kirkman was going in for the layup. What a game Katenge's having thus far. You can add that 1 block to his 8 points and 7 rebounds. Midway through the second quarter here at the University of Essex Sports Arena in Colchester. Beautiful new facility here on their university campus. Here is Senya to Nick Lewis. Long 3 is no good. Tipped from Louis Kirkman is too strong, and Riders come up with it. Alex Roberts. Katenge at the top of the key. Looks for options. Finds it in Harris, who muscles his way inside, banks it in. Niall Harris moves on to 4 points. Here is Nick Lewis, who goes strong and puts it in himself, and answer back from the Kestrels. Jimenez. Niall Harris, Katenge. Good passing around the perimeter. Nice catch there from Katenge. Puts it in and 1. Hosanna Katenge moves on to 10. Great catch in the first place as well. It was a tough pass to collect from Harris, but he got it and put it in. And now gets the chance to complete the 3-point play. Hosanna Katenge, of course, formerly of the Worthing Thunder, under the tutelage of Daniel Hildreth, whose junior side, the Sussex Storm, won their age categories National Cup yesterday. Congratulations to everyone at Sussex Storm. Congratulations to everyone who participated yesterday in a fantastic junior event here in Essex. Louis Kirkman with a hook, banked is no good. Katenge with the rebound, but a whistle has been called. looks like Louis Kirkman. Won't be Louis Kirkman. It will be. Will it be an end-line ball? Looks like Travis Charles was fouled. It was a loose ball foul, it seems, on Travis Charles. So he'll go to the line for 2. Rattles in the first. If you've just joined us on Facebook Live, welcome. You're not too late. Still in the second quarter of this National Cup final between the Solent Kestrels and the Loughborough Riders. Solent lead it 28-24 as we get closer to half-time here in Colchester. Long 2 is good for Alex Roberts. And a timeout has been called by Solent coach Matt Guyman. He's seen enough. Just wants to bring his troops in just to talk it over. And the Solent Kestrels lead 27-26, and we'll be right back. And we are back here in the University of Essex Sports Arena. Again, if you've joined us on Facebook Live, welcome. And thank you to everyone making the comments. We do plan to make this as interactive as possible. And apologies for mispronouncing Yanis Panaratakis' last name. Hopefully I've got that right. If not, please keep commenting. We always encourage it. Here is Travis Charles for the Kestrels. Nick Lewis finds some daylight, instead goes inside. 2 is no good. Travis Charles couldn't get the rebound. Here is Roberts for the Riders, who can tie it with this basket here. High off the glass is good, and 1 for Niall Harris. They tie it at 28, and Harris now with a chance to give the Riders the lead. And Niall Harris duly does just that, and the Loughborough Riders now lead 29-28 in this second quarter. Elliot Dad's on the ball. Charles, there's a hook shot's good. Of course, keep your comments coming on Facebook. We will try and give a shout out as much as we can. Alex Roberts for 2 is good. Elliot Dads kicks it out. Charles thought about, Olafusi thought about the 3 instead. Dads got the 3, no good. Rebound went to Louis Kirkman, but he tipped it out of bounds, and it's a Loughborough ball. Roberts inside to Kitenge. Charles on him. Muscles his way in and was going to kick it out. Roberts instead picks it up. Fall away jumper is off balance, no good. Louis Kirkman with the rebound. He has numbers, it's 3 on 2. Charles goes inside, scores. Good 3 on 2 transition play there from the Kestrels, and Travis Charles makes no mistake inside. Kitenge and Jimenez slipped, but he did get fouled as well. Jimenez saying to the referee that he was shooting, but he was shooting, so he will go to the line for 2. As Josh Brown checks into the game for the Kestrels. Jimenez makes his first free throw. As said, keep the comments coming on Facebook. We will try and give you a shout out where we can. Jimenez makes or misses his second free throw. Here is Nick Lewis for the Kestrels. Looking for help, finds it. With Elliot Dadds, no good. Charles gets the offensive rebound. Josh Brown resets the play. Here is Dadds. Comes off his foot, still gets it. Puts up a long three, is long. And Alex Roberts brings it up. Nice pass. And a block from Dadds on Jimenez, but a whistle has gone. Elliot Dadds, too much contact for the referee's liking, so Carl Jimenez will go to the line for 2. Fantastic atmosphere here at the University of Essex Sports Arena. Some great noise from the fans here in attendance today. As Carl Jimenez makes both of his free throws. Chris Scarlett, who's on the ball now, back into the game. Nick Lewis lost the ball but picks it back up again. Louis Kirkman. Louis Kirkman drives inside. Josh Brown for 3 is no good. Rebound though from Charles. Charles backed up by Katenge. Finds some room. Blocked again by Katenge. That's his second block of the afternoon. Long 3. Niall Harris. No good. Rebound. Nick Lewis. And Nick Lewis goes for 3. And he doesn't rattle it home. It goes out. Both teams not faring well from behind the arc so far, as Niall Harris goes to the hoop but is fouled. Solent 0 for 6 from downtown so far today, or 0 for 7. And Loughborough have only made 1 3-pointer out of their 8 attempts. As Niall Harris makes his first 3 throw. He now moves on to 8 points. And Harris makes them both. Here is Charles inside to Kirkman, and he gets it to go. Great look there from Travis Charles to find Kirkman, who makes no mistake. Niall Harris on the ball. Putting the moves on Josh Brown. Uses his strength inside, and Katenge is blocked. A mixture of Charles. Oh, and a steal at the other end. And Carl Jimenez puts it in. Lewis, deep 3. Off the glass, no good. And that brings the second quarter to an end here at the University of Essex Sports Arena. A closely fought game so far. sees the Loughborough Riders lead 36-32 here at the half. And we will be back in 13 minutes' time. And welcome back to the University of Essex Sports Arena here on the University of Essex campus in Colchester. It is half-time in the National Cup Final 2019. The Loughborough Riders lead the Solent Kestrels 38-34. Hosanna Kitenge, the high man, with 10 points. He's one rebound shy of a double-double. And for the Kestrels, Travis Charles leads all scorers with 14 points in what has been a very physical first half. Low scoring but very physical between the two teams. So good afternoon everyone if you've just joined in. My name's John Hobbs, and a quick shout out to Christine Charnley, who's been helping me pronounce Yanis Panaratakis' second name. I hope I've got it right. Dave Hindle, thanks for tuning in, and Vicky Milner supporting Solent. Will Solent come back from this mini deficit that they are in? We will find out as we prepare to start the third quarter here at the University of Essex Sports Arena. Here's Alex Roberts. Niall Harris looks for help, and Senya picks his pocket. Senya one-on-one. Nearly got the layup to drop. He wanted a goaltend, but nothing doing. Roberts. Slight mismatch here with Travis Charles, but a poor pass, and Elliot Dadds picks it up. Here is Senya. This time slows the play down. Drives at Dykrich, but kicks it out. Here is Dadds. Here's Travis Charles. Mid-range jumper, no good. Harris with the rebound. Kitenge. Roberts for three. No good. It's short. Rebound, Louis Kirkman. Olifusi to Elliot Dadds. Charles, top of the key, looking for help. Finds it in Senya. Senya to Travis Charles. Here's Louis Kirkman. Off balance layup is no good, and Louis Kirkman bumps into Lucian Christophas. Lucian Christophas, such a talented three-point shooter, offensive spark, hasn't scored yet today. 0 for 5 from the field. Of course, Lucian, a product of Basvic College in Brighton. Here is Alex Roberts, and here is Christophas. To Kitenge, turns his man, almost runs out of room, goes up and under. He travelled with the ball. Got the layup to go, but he travelled beforehand. It'll be a Solent ball. As Elliot Dadds brings it up. Sees a slight hole in the defence and doesn't get anything. Senya with the floater is no good. And another whistle has gone. Neither team has scored yet in this third quarter. We're 2 minutes into it. But Herm Senya has a chance to rectify that and put Solent on the board for the third quarter. And Herm Senya scores the first. He moves on to 7 points. 5 of those 7 points, though, have been from the foul line. He has struggled from the field so far. And a whistle has gone I believe the whistle is on Herm Senior for taking too long to get his free throw attempt up. That's a first. That doesn't happen very often. But Senior penalised for taking too long to take his free throw. Here's Roberts looking to capitalise on that rare play. And Senior now called for the foul. No, Louis Kirkman has been called for the foul. As Nick Lewis checks in for Kirkman. Here is Dykerick for the Riders. Slips. Alex Roberts just gets it. But Senior was wrestling for it. Here is Roberts. Dykerick off balance. Two-pointer is no good. Rebound from Roberts gets the loose ball. It's blocked. It looked like Olifusi blocked him, but the referee instead thinks there was too much contact, so Alex Roberts will go to the line for two. Loughborough Riders leading the Solent Kestrels. Roberts makes the second. Herm Senior. Olifusi now with Christophis on him. Here's Senior looking to get going. Here's Travis Charles. Gets bumped but misses his layup. And that'll be on Katenge. And Travis Charles will go to the line for two. Travis Charles a game high 14 points so far. Leads all scorers. Make that, don't make that 15. That was a commentator's curse right there. But Travis Charles makes no mistake from the line the second time. Alex Roberts of Solent now play a bit of pressure defense and it works. Elliot Dadds comes up with it. Senior for three is good. That's Herm Senior's first field goal in a long time. Christophis. Niall Harris. Dykerick looking for options. Finds it in Katenge. Kicks it out. Good passing from the Riders. And Christophis lays it in off the glass. Nick Lewis finds a bit of room. Finds Charles. And he gets it to go. Both teams, you feel now, getting into a bit of a rhythm here in this third quarter. Niall Harris. He goes strong to the hoop and his layup is no good. Had a lot of Solent players on him. Herm Senior goes strong to the hoop himself. Partially blocked from, it looked like Niall Harris. Alex Roberts slows it down. Christophis to Dykerick for three. No good. Travis Charles with the rebound. That's Charles' 7th rebound of the afternoon. And here he is on the ball now. Nick Lewis puts up a three. No good. Nick Lewis struggling from downtown today. Christophis puts in a three, his own. That's Lucian Christophis' first points of the game for the Riders. Nick Lewis fakes his man, goes strong to the teeth and goes, and it gets it to drop. Niall Harris a bit shaken up there from that play. Nick Lewis now moves on to 8 points. shooting 4 from 11 from the field. He's 0 for 5 from downtown today. But he got that to drop. Here is Roberts. Roberts stripped by Lewis, and a foul's been called. Sorry. Referee thought there was too much contact with that and brings it back. Nick Lewis not happy with the call, but referees are judged to have seen an infringement there. It will be Riders' possession. Loughborough leading 44-43. Nice pass inside. Nothing doing. The pass was from Roberts. Christophis puts up a 3 and knocks it down. Lucian Christophis with his second 3 of the afternoon. Second 3 of this third quarter. Senya finds a bit of a hole, but nothing doing with his layup. Here's Alex Roberts looking for options. And it's turned over. And a whistle has been blown. Foul is on Ethan Durham. I think that's his first foul. It is his first foul of the afternoon. Nick Lewis. To Elliot Dad's Josh Brown back into the game. Here's Travis Charles. Turnaround hook is good. Travis Charles finding some joy inside there as he puts it in. And a turnover there. Good defense from both Herm Senya and Elliot Dads. And Solent get the ball back. Here is Senya. Finds Dads inside to Charles. Charles putting the moves on Danarum, but his hook shot is long. As Niall Harris just lost the handle there, but picks it back up. Here's Danarum. Here's Panaratakis. Back to Christophis. Finds a bit of room, and his floater is good. Lucian Christophis coming alive in this third quarter. He has 8. Nick Lewis. They're going to Charles a lot in the post. Kicks it out. Senya for 3 is no good. Christophis. Kicks it out. Long 3 is good. From Carl Jimenez. And a timeout has been called by Solent coach Matt Guyman. He's seen enough. As the Loughborough Riders stretch their lead out. Coming towards the end of the third quarter. We'll be right back. And we're back here at the University of Essex Sports Arena. If you've just joined us on Facebook Live, good afternoon to you. Loughborough Riders lead the Solent Kestrels 52-45 in the NBL National Cup Final. Loughborough Riders women already victorious today. They beat the Reading Rockets in the Women's Cup Final. Can Loughborough do the same, or can Solent bring the National Cup back to Southampton? Here is Elliot Dadds. Layup is no good. Danarum with the rebound. Here is Jimenez. Kicks it out to Christophis. Slows it down. Danarum. Nice pass inside and the throwdown by Banaratakis. Great move from the Riders and a backdoor play as Yanis Panaratakis attacks the hoop and scores. Nick Lewis for three is long. Rebound, Christophis. Riders with a chance to go up by double figures here. Here is Niall Harris. Finds a bit of room. It does go to drop, but it was before the whistle had gone. And Solent are in the penalty, so Niall Harris will go to the line for two. Even though he did score that bucket, it was after the whistle had went. He misses the first. But chance here to put Loughborough up by double figures, which he does. First double-digit lead of the game belongs to the Riders. They're up 55-45. John Everkamp into the game for the first time today, and he gets the offensive rebound. And Solent keep possession. Apologies, Sam Turner is into the game. My apologies. Josh Brown. Nice pass from Josh Brown, but Nick Lewis couldn't get the handle on it. Oh, and he just chucks the ball at the referee, and the referee has called a technical foul on Nick Lewis for throwing the ball. It was right at the referee's face as well. And Nick Lewis will take a seat. Loughborough now extend their lead. Carl Jimenez hit his foul shot. And here is Niall Harris onto the ball. Solent just pressing a little bit, but they get it over the timeline. Here is Harris. Putting the moves on Brown, finds a bit of room, but nothing doing. Sam Turner with the rebound. Here comes Senya for the Kestrels. Great defense, though. Team defense there. They all swarm on him. And Christophis did knock it off Josh Brown, but a whistle had gone before that. Josh Brown adjudged to have pushed Christophis in that transition foot race, and Christophis will go to the line for two shots. Sam Turner's cameo comes to an end. And the Loughborough Riders up 56-45. Coming towards the end of the third quarter, Lucian Christophis makes the first. He has 9. And Lucian Christophis rattles around but doesn't get the second one to drop. Senya and Travis Charles wasn't expecting that, and another turnover for Solent. Here come the Riders back again. Jimenez on 12 points. Christophis for 3, knocks it down. Lucian Christophis with his third 3 of this third quarter. Elliot Dadds kicks it out. Senya for 3, no good. Rebound by Danarum, but no. Turnover again It's a scrap under the basket here. Niall Harris comes up with it. Here is Jimenez. Christophes, why not? Another three for Lucian Christophes. Loughborough's number 10 is on fire right now. All 14 of his points in this third quarter. Elliot Dad's a corner three is no good. Solent really not having their way from downtown today. Solent shooting 1 for 13 from downtown. Charles takes the bump and puts it in, and the foul. Just what Solent needed to end, or to bring to an end this third quarter. Travis Charles now with a chance to complete a three-point play. What was a closely fought encounter has been blown wide open by the Loughborough Riders in thanks to Lucian Christophes. All 17 of his points in this third quarter. Carl Jimenez. Scoop up and under is no good. And that brings to the end a one-sided third quarter where the Loughborough Riders held the Kestrels to just 11 points in that 10-minute period. And after the third quarter, the Loughborough Riders lead the Solent Kestrels 63-47. We'll be right back. And we're about to start the fourth quarter here in the University of Essex Sports Arena in what has been a fantastic afternoon of basketball here in Colchester. Loughborough Riders women coming out on top in the Women's Cup final, and the Loughborough Riders men having their way as we enter the fourth quarter. They lead Solent 63-48. Thanks in part to the man on the ball that's bringing it up now, Lucian Christophes, who was scoreless in the first half, and all 17 points coming in the third period. Here is Niall Harris. Danarum kicks it out, Jimenez. Here is Christophes, another three, no good. And Panaritakis hit that last. It will be a Solent possession. So far, Loughborough with 5 players in double figures, led by Christophis with 17. Carl Jimenez has 12. Alex Roberts and Hosanna Kitenge have 10. Kitenge 1 rebound shy of a double-double. Most of his points coming in that first quarter. Here is Senya. Senya finds a hole in the D, but his layup is no good. Here is Harris. Almost ran into Danarum there. Christophis finds some room, but his layup is no good. Dads comes with the loose ball. Here is Senya. Puts on the brakes, puts up a 3. No good. Solent's woes from downtown continue. They were having a lot of success when Travis Charles was inside, but on the perimeter they've had no luck today. Here is Christophis. Couldn't find Panaratakis, and it goes out of bounds for a Solent possession. Loughborough lead 63-48. Early stages in the fourth quarter. Louis Kirkman. Senya gets it back off Olifusi. And a foot violation. Kirkman inside. Here is Olifusi looking for help. Finds it in Kirkman. Turnaround jumper blocked by Banaratakis. And Panaratakis with a 3 is good! Yanis Panaratakis with a deep corner 3. And a turnover, no, and a whistle has gone. Of course, that 3 will make Christine Charnley happy if she's still watching on Facebook. And here is Louis Kirkman as Kestrels really need a run to make this fourth quarter interesting. Travis Charles, scoop layup is no good, and a travel has been called on Travis Charles. It's going to be a Loughborough possession. Here is Christophis. Picks up his dribble a bit earlier than he wanted, but either way, still finds Panaratakis. Here is Niall Harris. Christophis. Blocked by Charles, but before that a whistle had gone. Great atmosphere, as said earlier, here at the University of Essex Sport Arena. Fans for both teams here today. Those Loughborough fans staying behind as they watch their women's team prevail in the earlier game against the Reading Rockets. And Loughborough, the men, well on their way to doing that here today. But can Solent fight back? Here's Senya. Chris Scarlett into the game. Here is Elliot Dads to Travis Charles. Finds some room, but an offensive foul has been called before he put the ball in. Everything going Loughborough's way right now as Lucian Christophis takes a well-earned seat. Alex Roberts comes in his place. What a second half Christophis has had. Niall Harris on the ball, using his speed to get into the D, but nothing doing. Looked like he had his own rebound. Had it stripped off him. Danarum comes back and a whistle has gone. That'll be on Travis Charles. Charles slipped, into Danerum and just kept the momentum going. The whistle had blown by then. Loughborough Riders leading 67-48 here in the fourth quarter of the National Cup Final 2019. Hemel Storm won it last year. Can Loughborough put their name on it, or will Solent come back? What a pass inside from Danerum, and Panaratakis says thank you very much. And Panaratakis takes the ball again off the loss from Senya, but loses the handle. Scarlett comes up with it. Travis Charles slips. And it's back to Loughborough. Scrappy few possessions there from both sides. But Loughborough retained possession. And Senya steals it off the turnover. Charles, easy layup. He was going to go for the dunk, but instead decided the safe and simple option, just to put it off the glass. Alex Roberts on the ball. Niall Harris. There's a three from Jimenez. Is long. Rebound, Danerum. And Jimenez goes in and scores off the rebound. Deep three from Olafusi is no good. Travis Charles with the offensive rebound. Kicks it out. Scarlett for three is no good. Rebound, Danerum. And Alex Roberts brings it up for the Riders. Panaratakis. Danerum looking for options. Finds it in Alex Roberts. And Alex Roberts gets bumped. It's a foul. It's on Senya. As Sam Turner and Nick Lewis prepare to come back into the game, as does Josh Brown for the Kestrels. Hosanna Kitenge coming back in for the Riders. He's one rebound shy of a double-double. Here is Roberts. Almost loses the handle, but picks it back up again. Finds a bit of room, kicks it out. Niall Harris, no good with his layup. It was partially blocked, I think, from Josh Brown. Harris gets it to go again, though, but nothing doing with his floater. Here is Elliot Dadds, kicks it out. Lewis, Scarlett, catch and shoot three is long. In fact, Chris Scarlett had stepped out of bounds when he put that three up. It will be a Riders' possession. Another turnover from the Kestrels. That's their 13th turnover today. Despite being in the lead, Loughborough have had 18 turnovers in this game. It's been a scrappy and physical affair. Both sides not giving an inch. Roberts finds some daylight. There's Kitenge blocked from Scarlett. And now on the break, Dads puts up a three and no good. Solent now 1 for 18 from downtown today. And Kitenge loses it. Scarlett strips it off him. Here's Turner. Nick Lewis kicks it out. Dads for three. No good again. Kitenge with the rebound. He has his double-double. Roberts finds some space, but is short with his mid-range jumper. Kitenge gets it back, and he'll reset the play. Jimenez with the ball. Roberts splits the defense, but couldn't get his 2 points of the drop. A whistle has gone. Think it's on Kitenge. Yes, it is. judged to have pushed his man. That is Ketenge's, I think, his fourth foul. It is his fourth foul. He will no doubt take a seat, but either way, a timeout has been called. Loughborough student roll. The Loughborough Riders, well on their way to National Club glory. They lead 71-50, and we'll be right back. Over halfway through this fourth quarter, Loughborough Riders lead 71-50. Can the Solent Kestrels find their way back? Nick Lewis almost picked up his dribble there, but instead keeps it going. And his layup is no good. It was an open layup as well for Nick Lewis. But it was off the mark. Here's Roberts. Christophus putting the moves on Lewis. And he strips it off him. Nick Lewis now comes up with it. Loses the handle, picks it back up. Dads, nice pass to Stam Turner. And he'll go to the line for two. If you've just joined us on Facebook Live, welcome everyone. Still some great basketball ahead of us. The Loughborough Riders women claiming National Cup Women's honours earlier on this afternoon, beating the Reading Rockets. And the Riders men are up big here in the Cup final. Can Solent, though, fight back? Turner makes the first. And Sam Turner rattles in the second. You feel now Solent need to go inside a bit more and stop relying on long-range shots. They haven't had a lot of joy from there today. Here is Ketenge. Off the pick and roll, Ketenge gets it back, kicks it out. Ketenge to Christophus for three. No good, it's in and out. Josh Brown tipped it to Elliot Dads, who gets it. Here is Nick Lewis for three. No good. Rebound Jimenez. Dick Reich for three is no good, and a foul has been called. And the foul has been called. Look to be on Nick Lewis, and if that is the case, and it is the case, he has been fouled out of the game. Nick Lewis fouls out on 8 points, 4 rebounds and an assist. Shot just 26% from the field today. 0 for 7 from downtown. As Lucian Christophus hits the first. And Lucian Christophus hits the second. And one more to come for Lucian. Of course, a product of the Basvic College in Brighton. And the extra one for the, I think it was a technical foul was called in the midst of that. It was a bench technical foul. And Riders come up with possession again. Christophus to Niall Harris. Kicks it out. Dirk Reich to Alex Roberts. He kicks it out. Another three. And this one is good for Lucian Christophus. And at the other end, Chris Scarlett replies for three. But it looks to be too little too late. Here is Kitenge as it comes off the foot of it looked like Sam Turner. And Loughborough making substitutions for the first time today. Reece Pinnock and David Forsyth come into the game for the Riders. Kitenge for three. No good. Looked to get a bit of help from the backboard, but didn't get his to drop. Acrobatic layup attempt from Senya is no good. And it stays a Solent possession. Here is Scarlett for three. No good. Sam Turner with the offensive rebound, but the whistle had gone before that. And I think an unsportsmanlike foul has been called on Reece Pinnock. Not long checked into the game for the first time, but commits an unsportsmanlike foul. And Louis Kirkman will hit the first of his unsportsmanlike free throws. And the second one rattles out. As the referee and Kitenge make a little joke there. The referee threw the ball intensely to the referee. It hit Kitenge on the elbow. Kitenge just having a little laugh with the referee there. Back to the action, and here is Scarlett. And a two-point attempt on the follow was Scarlett, but a whistle had gone. James Chute into the game for the first time for Solent. And Louis Kirkman back to the line for two shots for the Kestrels. Loughborough in the penalty. And Kirkman makes the first. And Louis Kirkman makes both at the line. And here comes Solent once more with Senya. Really wild pass, finds nothing but Reece Pinnock. And Senya strips it off Tom Yorm and says thank you very much. Here is Niall Harris for the Riders. Kitenge nearly stolen away again from Senya. Reece Pinnock for three is in and out. Rebound Senya. Sam Turner putting the moves on Forsyth, but nothing doing with his turnaround jumper. It will go out of bounds. A whistle has gone. And both teams now in the penalty. Reece Pinnock will go to the line for two shots. makes the first. And Reese Pinnock makes them both. Here is Senya bringing the ball up. Riders up 79-60. Scarlett inside to Kirkman, and he's fouled. Foul was on Tom Yulm. So Louis Kirkman back to the line again. 3 quick trips to the foul line for Louis Kirkman. And Kirkman in and out with his second free throw. Niall Harris on the ball. And here is Yulm. Was looking for Kitenge, but a foot violation has stopped that as the Loughborough Riders look well on their way to becoming National Cup champions of 2019 in what has been a fantastic day of basketball as Reese Pinnock puts up a 3 and knocks it down, the exclamation point, if you will, on what has been a fantastic double for the Loughborough Riders. Their women won the cup final today for the women, and now their men have won the National Cup for 2019. A fantastic game for Lucian Christophis. He had 24 points to lead the Riders in what was a fantastic game, blown open by the winners in the third quarter. For the Kestrels, Travis Charles, the high man, with 24 points. But Solent's woes really came from the three-point line. Their over-reliance on perimeter shooting. They shot just 9% from 22 attempted three-pointers. And in the end, the Loughborough Riders come out on top, 82-63. I hope you've enjoyed our coverage here on Facebook Live today as the Loughborough Riders win the National Cup for 2019 to back up the women's team winning the National Cup women with their win over the Reading Rockets. I've been John Hobbs. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon, and we'll leave you with the celebrations for the Loughborough Riders. Take care. Bye-bye. That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
I'm really happy with that.
It was just one of those trial and error things, wasn't it? Really, it was trial and error things, wasn't it? Really, we didn't know what was going to happen.
No, well, sport way. But no, yeah, I really.
Very glad that we had that blowout.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good stuff. But yeah, no, it was.
Good in the end.
Yeah, it was good in the end. So I'm going to take a quick picture of. I won't add you in it, don't worry.
That's good. Right.
Oh.
Reset that.
Cool. So yeah, no,
Well done.
it was good, and it obviously the reaction was decent, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So,
I wasn't really. I don't really know what numbers to expect. To be honest with you, I didn't really think about it. I was more
well, for the playoff one was admittedly higher. However, there was more games,
maybe more people.
and the quite frankly. So.
Anyway, well done.
Yeah. Yeah, well done to you.
Yeah, no, it's good. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting like highest. The
No,
highest.
no.
I mean, for the playoff finals, we had I think it was like 700
Wow.
people,
That's good.
which was great. But yeah, we weren't 100. I think was over 100. I think was really good actually for the games we had.
Well,
Today.
if you imagine it in terms of actual people in there, like 100 would have filled up most of that row across the road.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't actually know what the max capacity is on that stand, but
Well, isn't it like isn't the arena like 1,500 or 2,000? I think it was.
I think it is 1,500.
15. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember getting the press release when it opened, and it was something like 1,005, 2,000, something like that.
yeah.
So
No, it's good. But,
yeah. So
yeah. Job done. Yeah, got to pack up.
we kind of winged it though, didn't we? Well,
Has it?
I kind of winged it because I put most of my energy into the Surrey game last night because
Yeah.
unfortunately that. You've got to prep for that.
Yeah.
This was, I mean, I prepped, but it was, the women's game was a total wing it and
Yeah.
just see what happens sort of thing. Yeah, no, good.
So it doesn't, I mean, no question is quite good, obviously, skill there, but like, it doesn't sound like to me you're good at captivating the audience in terms of like.
I don't think we could captivate the audience too much because there wasn't hardly any sound.
I can appreciate like one just generally trying to constantly talk and stuff and have something to say is always one of the
Well, for me, when you're commentating, you don't want to speak too much. There's a difference between radio and TV. Radio, you have to constantly keep talking because you need to tell everyone what's going on. But when it's TV, they can see it. You're just secondary to what they're tuning in to see the game. They're not tuning in to hear you. They're tuning in to see the game.
Yeah.
So, you just.
But then if you watch a sport without commentary, it's just not the same, is it?
It's weird. It is really weird. But
I couldn't sit there and watch football without commentary. Or
depends if you commentate. If it's Michael Owen, then
yeah, if it's Michael Owen, then we don't. We just like just shut the fuck up. And I mean, I'm a Liverpool